Hey people, Inquisitor 3v3, Estia Province, blue team. Bunch of Space Marines. First up, handsome Sodding is a force commander, very good offense, fact in melee combat, could also tank, disrupt and support. This is the Legion of the Damned. Alongside FSS 16 UPM with an Apothecary, support hero that fights in melee combat by default, begins with a heal and a passive health regeneration aura, some Blood Ravens, and rounding off the team, Alpharius is a Techmarine, starts off in ranged combat, puts out some good damage, can also support their structures and repair, even get into some melee. Red team, couple of Imperial Guard players. First up, Piluco is an Inquisitor, offensive hero with powerful control abilities, begins in melee combat but can get specialized ranged weapons. And we've got PR0tegenic with a Lord Commissar, strong offense and support, fighting in melee combat, begins with a refractor shield. Rounding off the teams, Gaius Baltar is a Chaos Sorcerer, offensive and disruptive hero with powerful battlefield manipulation and control. This is the Thousand Suns elite scheme, looking all vaguely Egyptian and that. Heretics getting a bit too far forward, but looks like they escaped most of the bolter fire. West side capped up by Guardsmen. Force Commander is gonna get some smacking, maybe not, they backed away. Inquisitor's gonna do Hammer of the Witch on his face. Doesn't want the hammer, doesn't want the hammer, he backed away from the hammer. There's no witches over there. In the mid, Lord Commissar is really determined to decap that. Okay, he did it, well done. Don't think it was worth losing your entire shield and half of your health, but you did it. Now just backing away. Kraken bolts used just to be pretty. They should be used on the Sentinel actually, since it's heavy infantry armor. We're trying to get into melee here, tie up those las guns. Lord Commissar running the interference. The stomp is available. Techmarine coming forward with that bolter as well. There's the stomp. It's a decent hit, and those guys having to retreat now. So PR0tegenic got himself in a little bit of trouble getting a decap, got backed away and lured them into some trouble. There's the Doom Bolts. Didn't hit super well. These guys are still worshipping awkwardly while they're being messed up here. There you go. Stop that worship. Get into some combat. Shotgun blast. Only knocked over one of the Chaos Space Marines for some reason. The others didn't feel like it. Now we have some melee shenanigans. Doom blast. These CSM should also be getting into melee right now since they have more health than those tactical marines and they're pretty good in melee. Looks like they're going to be okay. Apothecary barely gets out. 10 hit points they got down to there. Piluco with some catechins. Inquisitor's gone down. Shotguns with their... Sorry, scouts with their shotguns, I should say. Looking a little bit shifty. I think they had something to do with it, you guys. Speaking of shotguns, there's your shotgun blast. And a grenade launcher to the face. These guys are tough. That power armor does something. They did get a decap though. Where's the Force Commander? He's alright, he's alright. He's alright. Sentinel decap this, is now shooting up some gens. The slowest power basher ever. But he's giving it a good go. We have artillery spotters on the way for Piluco. Assault squad for Alpharius. And nothing for Gaius Baltar. What did you spend your power on? Oh. Vestments of the Warp, and now Sword of Flame. And Aspiring Champion is up too. Generally you want that third unit up before you start getting too many upgrades, but we'll see how it goes. This is a 3v3, it's going to be supported. Apothecary, speaking of upgrades, customized Stormbolter and Armor of Purity before another unit. There's the Assault Squad, jump troops that disrupt when they land. Don't typically have huge amount of synergy with the Techmarine, but hey, they still do their job. Jump on stuff and smack it with the chainsword. Lord Commissar using the shot blocker there to set a trap, and is now chasing around scouts who chuck a grenade, and these guys didn't move quickly. They're okay-ish. Some of them are okay. Those guys are not okay. Techmarine with the mastercrafted bolter gives him the higher powered shot. And how did he get stunned? Oh, the full auto. Kraken bolts there for the heavy infantry CSM. So they just hide with warp trickery. Get some shots back. Scouts looking for a grenade maybe here. Or just shotguns from the side to break the cover. No shotgun blast. Maybe they want to use it on the heretics. They're trying to do it, I think. There we go. They got there. Knocked over a decent amount of them too. They still got into melee combat. Single cap now for the blue team. Heretics are cutting this close as another Doom Blast. And only the Aspiring Champion gets away. That's why he's the Aspiring Champion. Knows what he's doing. most of the time. Doesn't have, you know, demonic explosiveness going on. Artillery spotters getting a cap, and pushing forward here is Piluco. Got the servo skull. Couldn't quite get a power bash going though. Here's the assault marine jump. Handsome Sodding going 1-1-1 with Techmarines, Devastators, and the assault squad. The assault squad kind of isolated here. Catachin should maybe be doing some melee shenanigans because they have power melee in their knives for some reason. Go on, fellas. They're trying to do it. There we go. A shotgun blast. And then some melee. There we go. They don't have a melee charge or a special attack. But you let them get close and they will tear stuff up. Even Marines. They've stopped meleeing though. Look how much damage they did. There's like 3 seconds they meleeed those guys and then they stopped. Gonna get some shotgun shenanigans, but they didn't disrupt the Devastators. Assault squad get away. Wow, still 3 models. I think they could have played that a little bit better there, Piluco. With a bit more melee, a bit quicker from the Catachans, could also have disrupted the Devastators. But they were on the back foot. It's hard to play when you're on the back foot and Assault Marines in your lines. Tier 2 for everyone. Around about the same time, I think Alpharius went first. Looks like PR0tegenic has gone last. Gaius Baltar, did he go tier 2 just CSM and Heretics? I guess so. You have a power sword and carapace armor of Lord Commissar, and as soon as they got the Inspire Courage buff, which doubles the damage of the squad but they can't retreat, as soon as they did that, the assault squad jumps in. Now they can retreat. There we go. Lord Commissar, you're going to get into melee, buddy? There we go. Catachans are going to be torn up a little bit on retreat, maybe. No, they're alright. Didn't even drop a model. Look at that. Who do they think they are? Marines? 274 hit points on all their models there. So it was basically 2v1 against the PR0tegenic there. Gaius Baltar kind of lagging behind, only having 2 units on the field. Although, so did FSS. But those, you know, those are Marines and stuff. Oh, these guys have got Marcus Tzeentch already. Apothecary has the purification rites. Without assault marines, you don't typically see that. Those guys tried to get a power bash, so they got the node, and then got scared off and into a improvised explosive, I think that was. Apothecary really evens up that fight in tier 1, but now we have bloodletters, power melee demons that can teleport around, as you can see here. They have a little passive teleport and an active one that takes a bunch of time to happen. There it is, trying to get into the retreat path. And they found some tactical marines, and look how fast they die. Holy crap. They know what they're doing with those Hellblades. Have 2 of them. Why do you have a hand for you guys? Just dual wield those things. Scouts looking for a sergeant, which means they're looking for a grenade over here. And look how much Catachans bunch up. They're very vulnerable to that kind of thing. Oh, something got wiped out. Was that... Oh, that was the spotters of Piluco. Not sure why they were so far forward. Were they helping to bash? What were they up to? Force Commander level 2. No war gear for this guy. There's the jump. Probably going to collapse this line here. Devastator's setting up. Staying in play for now. Down goes the Inquisitor. Yeah, should have retreated a bit earlier there. Oh no, down go the Catachans. That was a really bad passage of play for Piluco. Stormtroopers are on the field. And they're being all sneaky. They have an anti-armor kit. Not sure what they're up to. They want a power bash, I guess. Once Handsome pushes forward a bit. Here comes some support now from Gaius Baltar. Sorcerer's level 2. Bloodletters are dangerous as hell, as you've seen. Force Corner doesn't want to mess with them right now. Going for the Thunderhammer. And we've got some Stone Guard veterans too. First Company Tactical Marines that can change their ammo to combat all targets. But they flee in the face of the Sorcerer. Can he get revive? Might get the level off it? No. No level for you. We have Excruciators for the Inquisitor. Going to help to deal with the Assault Squad, or indeed the Force Commander himself, who's got Artificer on the way. Red Team have swept up the map here, and these Stormtroopers, if I can see them, there they are, still being very sneaky, right on the edge of the map. Refractor field for the Techmarine. There's that Razorback. I don't know if it came out quite quickly enough to make that very light tier 1 worth it. These Bloodletters have certainly made an impact already. Getting a couple of models. You see how this Razorback can do. They will need to spend to counter it, of course. Ogryns are already up. They could do it. Especially with an Inspire Courage buff. That Twin Link Heavy Bolter doing some work. These guys in worship range though, and as they're demons they will benefit greatly. They lost a model there though. Apothecary also falls over. After Tzeentch CSM tearing through the commander armor of those guys. 361 to 413. Here are the Ogryns. These guys have heavy melee damage, can combat everything. They just smack you with their guns really hard. Not going after the Razorback at the moment though. Not sure why these CSM are getting so close to it. Maybe if we get really close to it, we'll do more damage, lads. Doesn't work that way for you fellas. Oh, and the missile launcher Sentinel. Do these guys have their Sarge? They do. Trying to melee the Razor. Oh, good grief. CSM died to a grenade, but they did get the Razorback. Those were... Did they have a Aspiring Champion as well? They might have. They might have been fully upgraded CSM there. Ogryns go for the power. With some support. Lord Commissar's not getting involved right now. He's not even looking at him. There we go. Goes in with the power sword. Gets a model immediately. And that was a sergeant. I think it was. Just went in and gutted that guy. It's a good stomp. Plasma guns can turn around. Played it well so far over here. FSS. Stone Guard veterans putting their Hellfire rounds loaded in. The acid damage over time. Keeping the pressure up here. Can they break out? Maybe with the help of FSS. Some Catechins dying, but they did get away. Sentinels seem sprightly. We got tier 3 for Gaius, tier 3 for Piluco, tier 3 for FSS and Alpharius too. West side is blue. Just keeping the pressure up after that rough engagement for Piluco. Looks like the Hammer of the Witches there has been shrugged off. Inquisitor's getting smacked around. Oh, they're trying to use Hammer of the Witches. There we go. What stunned him before then? I don't know. I thought it looked stunned. Assault squad trying to jump the stormtroopers who go for the garrison. Looks like they got a full power bash. Red team rebuilding. Thanks to Gaius Baltar's chaotic power gens. Tier 3 with 2 units. Piluco getting some Ogryns now. Handsome, the last player. Nope. PR0tegenic is still in tier 2. There's that Bloodletter jump. Assault Marines do not want to fight these guys. Can they get a model on retreat there? They can't. Sorcerer teleports in, makes a nuisance of himself with some Doom Bolts. Backs away from Scout Bolters. And it's Bloodletters who are capping. Stormtroopers continue to be sneaky and weird and mysterious. Sentinel caught in a bad place. Goes for the stomp, gets it. But I don't think it's going to get away. Plasma Cannon might make sure. Oh, some friendly fight, but the Sentinel does go down. There's Inspire Courage to buff these guys. And these guys have plasma guns, so they are painful. But so is that. Scouts get away. Ogryns also get away. Oh, what are they doing over there? Some casual power bashing. Lord Commissar goes in. He's got the stubbornness. Needs to run away now, though. Needs to run away. There we go. They might be able to do a swift bash here. They got a flamer. And a whole bunch of other stuff. Uh-oh. Explosive goes off. I don't think it killed one. Did a bunch of damage, though. That guy gets up. And now a grenade launch to the face. Jump misses. High-powered shot, though, suppresses and damages and kills one of them, I think. Look at the damage from those Hellfire rounds. Tried to stop the power bash. Those Catechins did so much work there. But it's still getting bashed pretty hard. Pretty sure this Tactical Marine Flamer seems to do more damage than the Bile Spewer these days, since that was nerfed against generators. There's Inspire Courage again. Pouring some damage on the Stern Guard. Yeah, need to run away, Alpharius. Got a decap. Bashed one gen. If it wasn't for those Catechins, would have gone easy full bash there. West side turns red. Ogryns making a difference. We do have a Thunderhammer, don't we? Yeah, we do. And the teleporter, but I guess the Inquisitor with her Assail and with her Hammer of the Witches is pretty good at stopping such things, at least momentarily. Stormtroopers continue to be weird. Grenade, nice idea. Didn't hit anything, I don't think. These guys break in their own retreats. Broke them a bit too early. Needed to get a bit further back, I think. There's Assail on the Assault Squad. It does lock their own Inquisitor in place. He doesn't even shoot her weapon, look. Oh, look at that big heal from the Apothecary. Level 4 heal there. Well played by FSS. Is that advanced healing? It is. Ogryns get away okay. So do the Stormtroopers, I think. Yeah, they're alright. And we have a Chaos Predator for Gaius Baltar with the Mark of Khorne. Land Red Redeemer and a regular old Predator from FSS. Back away. There we go. His bloodletters have been awesome. More guardsmen for Piluco. Not sure why. To support the Predator tank, maybe? Or maybe they just want more plasma guns, which is understandable. But they're in tier 3. They could get Kasrkin. Las Cannon is going to struggle to hit the infantry, and the tank has backed off and is also infiltrated there with warp magic hidden. Guardsman squad are in for some subjugated Stern Guard. Should be using their Kraken bolts against those friendly Marines there. Bloodletters on the Devastators, are they? Yep. And look how quickly they chop them down. If they were positioned a little bit differently there, might have got another model. But now the Predator seems confident to push forward with only Stern Guard to stop it, really. There's that advanced healing, which slows the Apothecary down to a crawl. But when he's not using it, look, nice and speedy. And he's not using that ability. What is this? Terminators? Is it Assault Terminators? It is Assault Terminators from Handsome, Thunderhammers and Storm Shields. Meanwhile, east side, pushing through its Protogenic, now has a land ready to fight though. Goes tier 3 just in time. He needs some of those Vanquisher Lehman Russes. We've got a Predator tank here. Extra armor on the way. So the Land Raider, where are you going to take it, buddy? It's basically a mobile base for the Space Marines. You can retreat back to it, reinforce all that good stuff. Is it going through the mid? There's a lot of stuff on the west side. Looks like it's going to stay there for now. We do have something capping. Oh! Missed an Imperial Abyss from Gaius Baltar. Don't think anything died. But maybe they got torn up a bit. Level 4 Sorcerer, level 2 Inquisitor. She in retreat? She certainly seems to be. Running awfully fast. Protogenic most likely waiting for the Lehman Russ now. That's a tempting blob of stuff to get nuked. You just got an improvised explosive. Oh, taken out by the Chaos Predator there. Mark of Khorne making a big difference. A jump. Protogenic is trying to push with nothing really to threaten the Land Raider. I guess the Ogryns can, but they typically get rebuffed when going after it, thanks to the frag assault. They can't like frenzy like Knobs can. Oh, look at that subjugated plasma cannon. Oh, I couldn't get a shot off. There's that advanced healing. Needs to be a little bit closer to stuff though, maybe. I guess he's close to his own stuff. Bloodletters biding their time, looking quite menacing over there. 293 to 313 west side, uncapped. Ogryns chasing down the Devastators. Are they? I don't know what they're doing. They don't know what they're doing. 200 IQ move to make the Assault Marines waste their jump there, maybe. Good merciless strike. Those Assault Marines got messed up. Need plasma guns or something, guys. Assault Terminators laugh at las guns. No plasma guns at all on these fellas. They have Melter, but these guys don't. Where are the Melter guys? They're coming up. Melter does extra damage against super heavy infantry, much like plasma does. It's a good grenade. I think they use Andation on Ophira a little bit late there. Inquisitor. Did not see her use Excruciators. Maybe she used it already. She has some good tools to use. Can use Crippling Volley as well. Oh, uses a sail on the Stern Guard. This is a medical bunker. They're all reinforcing off it. No plasma guns being purchased. Not sure. I guess they want a Lehman Russ instead or something. I would get those plasma guns up. Chaos Predator's level 3. Needs some repairs. What is this? Is it a Venerable? Ah, it's Terminators. From FSS. Land Raiders kind of stayed chill at the moment. Hasn't tried to push anywhere. Here's a Lehman Russ though. With the big old Vanquisher cannon. Mark target on the Ogrins. Thanks to Signum. And they are persuaded to leave. Everything could just retreat back to the Land Raider, of course. Oh, Lehman Russ taking a missile hit. And those Stern Guard do have their Vengeance rounds in. But there's full auto just shutting down the Lord Commissar. Can they push through now? Are they even going to try? Maybe they're just happy having their natural, but they need to maybe help over here a bit. Lightning Claw Terminators now for Handsome. And a Great Unclean Bomb for Gaius Baltar. It's a big bastard. Passively damages nearby enemies. Vulnerable to plasma and power melee. And these Lightning Claws are actually really good for taking out a Great Unclean One. Those guys got assailed. And they are taking a hell of a lot of damage. They got away without a model loss though. Can he use the Foul Snare to get one maybe? He's waddling after him. And since he's a Sorcerer, he can teleport this big guy out of trouble. Using the Vengeance rounds, which give more damage to super heavy infantry and vehicles. Great Unclean One is super heavy infantry. Level 6 Force Commander wants a piece, does he? There he goes. Oh, did the special attack, missed him. And they got away. Okay, I think he got a single attack there on the Terminators, but couldn't get a model. Red team have the west side, 293, 272. It's very close. In the mid. Lord Commissar getting his VP back. Going to be a 2-1. Blue team not being aggressive at all in the mid there. Edging up slow and steady. It's not the big, overwhelming push forward that I was expecting. I guess it's the Space Marine way, Hal. Hey, slow and steady. Those guys... Oh, you got to heal. I thought they were going to die. Red team are holding it. Here comes Gaius Baltar now. Infiltrating a Great Unclean One. Need a lot of warp magic for that. Those guys might have been trying to get their Melter Bomb. Maybe they did. Look at this. A decap from the Techmarine. Those Catechins need to do something. There you go. Great Unclean One's in there. That's a cloud of flies. Taking a lot of damage though. And the Sorcerer's right here. Might want to get back so we can teleport him away a bit further. We have double Chaos Predators. Great Unclean One I think is going to be okay. That's a frag assault. Getting rid of the Ogrins. Yeah, it should be good. Should be good. Predator tanks might want to start backing off it. Here comes a Techmarine with a melter gun. Doesn't have the orbs though. More Ogrins coming in. I see something blue going for that Western VP. Inquisitor. Got smacked around by a plasma cannon shot there. I don't know how it hit her. That should be a shot knocker. Melter bomb on the Land Raider. Some very brave melter gun stormtroopers trying to get shots in. Do they not have a nuke? Here comes a Bane Blade for Piluco. That's what they were saving for. But you still don't have any plasma guns there. PR0tegenic has a nuke, but it's not one that's very good against vehicles. Looks like blue team decapped the west side thanks to Handsome. The meat grinder in the mid continues. They have Land Raider support and advanced healing. You need to shoot the Apothecary. You need to take that guy out. Sorcerer goes down. They need to send in the Great Unclean One, foul snare the Apothecary, and then try and focus fire him down, because that advanced healing is nuts. Speaking of nuts, Terminators with lightning claws are on the prowl. Oh, the bunker's being las cannoned. Vanguard veterans ready to jump in. Scouts on capping duty, I think. Baneblade is like 3/4 done. One of the tanks of Gaius Baltar went down. There it is. Playing to their strengths in the mid. Just gather around the Land Raider and shrug off their advances. It's a Fist of Brockus Commissar now. With Carapace and Stubbornness. The Apothecary is doing so much work. You got to shoot that guy. There we go. See how easy he goes down? You can focus him so fast in the 3v3. Down he goes. Make him spend his red to respawn or something. It's a decent rocket run there from PR0tegenic. Baneblade is up. Here's that great unclean one. Goes for the Techmarine now. Some Tzeentch worship, level 4 bloodletters. Land Raider's in a little bit of trouble. Pulls a Manticore as well. What is this? That's a Venerable. Yes, it is. Venerable Dreadnought from Alpharius. Unique Dreadnought for the Techmarine. That is a Manticore strike. Manticores do so much damage to Land Raiders because they're so big. Almost got it. I think the Great Unclean One's going to get it here. One more hit might be enough. Yep, down it goes. I believe it was a Chaos Predator that got the last shot. Now the Great Unclean One fights a Venerable Dreadnought. It's already quite low. Where is Gaius Baltar? He can teleport it out if needed. And might need to. Land Raider finally crashes. Lord Commissar getting in. Level 8 this guy. Smacked up some tactical marines there, I think. There's the warp. And there is the safe Great Unclean One. Great push by the red team. Great push. See that weird two-handed special attack he does when he's got a power fist? That's not how they work. Well, I guess he would know. Don't think you need two hands to swing it. Like dragging his own hand with his other hand. FSS now down to just 2 units on the field. We have Piluco taking back the west side. Hell of a game. Looks like they don't want to push through the mid. 269 to 189. Maybe they should have pushed. It's not always easy to get a sense of just how much stuff you've killed. Or just how broken an enemy player is. Assault cannon for these Terminators. Tons of red for FSS. I guess they Laraman the Apothecary back up, maybe? Leman Russ backs away. Great Unclean One healing up at base. They should be worshipping as well, those guys. West side is very red. We see Gaius Baltar using the Predators very well, back and forth to the mid and to the west side to cover. Trying to recover with Devastators is FSS. There's your Baneblade. Got a lot of guns. And we do have Plasma Gun Guardsmen now for Piluco. What about you, Inquisitor? Still with the Excruciators and the Servo Skull. Plasma Cannon is being weird. Got a set up, buddy, where you can't shoot. Can the blue team break out and get back into this? Red team have pushed up thanks to PR0tegenic. And are getting a decap. There we go. Venerable needs some repairs. There's the double for red team. The comeback is very certainly on. Venerable Dreadnought charges away from this scary Vanquisher cannon. Lord Commissar ties him up. Oh, it gets knocked over by the Ande Shall Know No Fear Stern Guard. Gives them a 50% chance of knockback in melee. Uh-oh. Flesh Over Steel Force Commander's angry. Level 7 as well. They might be able to get that Leman Russ. Gas cannons get shots. Yep, down it goes. And these were for the Emperor buffed Devastators as well. It's a global ability of the Force Commander. Plague Marines up late game here for Gaius Baltar. Some good pressure. Maybe shouldn't have brought the... oh no, Manticore's in trouble. Shouldn't have brought the Leman Russ so far forward. But it's easy to say in hindsight. And down goes the Manticore. Blue team hitting back. And look at this. Some sneaky scouts from Handsome getting a cap. FSS down to just Devastators though. Great Clean One just ate something. I think it was power armored. Tasty. Uh-oh. Orbital from, I think, FSS. The Bloodletters aren't even retreating out of it because they're getting worshipped on level 4. Oh, now they retreat. If they retreated earlier, they would have avoided a lot of damage there. Ogrins getting smacked up in retreat. These, wow. They just looked funny at the Ogrins and they all fell over. Did any of them get away? Oh, one of them got away. Rocket Run. Wasn't the best hit rocket run ever. Made a bunch of stuff retreat though. 155 to 168 blue team with the 2-to-1 cap now. Those Predators have been awesome. We've got a mark of Tzeentch and a mark of Khorne, I think. Being chased though by a Force Commander with a Power Fist ready to go. Taking last cannons to the jaw. He's got a big old jawline, that guy. Looks like he's running away though. Great Unclean One. Massive threat from these Lightning Claw Terminators. Also a Librarian there and a Venerable Dreadnought there. Can Gaius warp this guy out? There it is. Just saw it pulse. And the Great Unclean One's safe. Pretty damn good global. 142 to 167. 2-to-1 now for the red team. But what is this? Going for the cap. It's a Librarian. But that is a Baneblade, buddy. Yeah, you need to get out of there. I'm not sure why the bolters didn't fire. Is he not close enough? Must have not been close enough. Stone Guard can't deal with that either. Blue team still very much up against it. Because Gaius is using his tanks very well. Level 3 Mark of Khorne and a level 1 Mark of Tzeentch. And of course they have Guardsman support to repair them. Still 3 Guardsmen on the field. Heretics are still alive as well. Another Leman Russ for PR0tegenic. Gone for the Executioner this time. The anti-infantry choice. Need to get a little bit closer, but it's quite devastating. There are las cannons around though. They don't really have anything. I guess the Bloodletters could jump them. Also, the Lord Commissar can drop his flare. Here we go. Going for the Baneblade with the Power Fist. Don't think there's enough around though. Yeah, las cannon was forced to retreat. And Vanguard Veterans don't have a Melter Bomb. Getting smacked around, and there's a sail as well. Baneblade's going to be fine. Is this a... Look, yeah, looks like it's a repair bunker. You just saw it kick in there. Meanwhile, though, Stone Guard are capping. Is kicking off in the mid as well. Fist of Brockers is up. None shall fall. Venerable Dreadnoughts having some fun. So is a Great Unclean One. There's that advanced healing. Can they focus that Apothecary down? Commissar's gone after him. That Power Fist is painful. Yep, made them retreat. Bringing the tanks in at the right time. Foul Snare on the las cannon. Quite easily rebuffed that attack there. FSS still recovering. Has those Terminators up and now some Stone Guard. The West, though, is still red. 87 to 167 on the VPs. Coming bot, says Alpharius. Sodding doesn't seem super impressed. He alright. Baneblade here and the Great Unclean One still alive. Looks like he's not holding out much hope. Level 9 Force Commander. Hasn't quite been able to put it together with that Power Fist. Venerable needs repairs. And maybe it was a mistake getting the Lightning Claws. I mean, it's a massive threat to the infantry, but the big threats have been big old tanks and stuff. Maybe they were bought because of the Great Unclean One. I can't remember when each of them came online. But when you have a Great Unclean One that can warp around, you kind of have to mess up the Sorcerer as well. Close to it, because he can still warp it around when he's dead. Kicking off in the mid. Down goes the Lord Commissar. Executioner. Oh, he's trying to focus the Apothecary with the Executioner, I think. Las Cannon. Did he get a shot? I don't know. 40 to 167. Here comes a tank flank from Gaius. Where are those Plague Marines? There you are. I feel like I haven't seen you do anything. There's another Imperial Abyss. Didn't seem to hit all that much. Why didn't he put it on the VP? That's weird. Bloodletter's getting some worship. The Venerable Dreadnought goes down. That Stoicism kicking in. Blue team did take the west side, and they do have a Land Raider. 40 to 157. Leman Russ is now coming in. So are some Terminators and Stern Guard. Oh, sorry, those are Missile Launcher Tactical Marines, and they get a kill on a Predator tank there. Great and Clean One is still pretty healthy. Plague Marines getting shots in. Baneblade was taken down. Completely missed that. Ogrin's just hanging out in the background. Can they get this Land Raider down right here, right now? I'm not sure if they can. Great and Clean One's taking a hell of a lot of damage here. Nothing much here to help it out. The anti-armor stormtroopers are actually capping, and down goes the Great and Clean One. 40 to 133. Now an orbital drops. Gaius Baltar's down to a single unit. Look how quickly it can switch. It's a good orbital. Great and Clean One explodes. Now they can easily take the west side. Just need to watch out for some ninja caps on the mid. Got Catechins hanging out there. Gaius Baltar doesn't have the requisition to quickly respond as well. That was rough. Really rough. Apothecary continues to be awesome. Level 9. There's that advanced healing again. Ogrins versus Vanguard Veterans. Who's higher level though? Level 2 Ogrins, level 4 Vanguard Veterans, but they're pretty low already. Stern Guard need to switch to Vengeance rounds to shoot these guys. Looks like they got rid of him. Might be tough for the red team to get back into this. Because what can Gaius Baltar do really to do anything to all this high level marine stuff? They might have done it. Might have. Piluco getting another Leaderman Russ. Emperor's Wrath is dodged. Uh-oh. Need to watch your VP though, fellas. Sorcerer's on it. And this is not going to be enough to stop the cap. Bloodletters will tear those guys apart. Those are fresh Marines. They were scouts like 10 minutes ago. Got messed up, but the cavalry's arrived. Terminators and stuff, able to get it done. Sorcerer is in retreat, yeah. Oh, west side has been uncapped. Who the heck managed that? I think it was a Lord Commissar, level 10. Single cap for red team. I don't think... Yeah, it's not going to be enough right now. They're going to get the 2-1 again, but they got them down to 15 VPs. That was good play by the red team. Run up the mid. Drag a player out there. Get a decap on the west. Yeah, need to be careful of this though. Catechin's doing their job. Level 4. Have 2 improvised explosives waiting as well. Do we have any nukes for the red? Piluco's almost got one. Handsome has one, and FSS almost has one. They could be vital here. Looks like FSS doesn't want to move now because of this VP. Which is smart. Las Cannon comes over it. Leman Russ is now threatened. 3 Las Cannons on this side, and a missile launcher. And a Power Fist, of course. Force Commander's going after it. Another Chaos Predator for Gaius Baltar. Got some Heretics up as well. 15 to 88. Just the last hurrah of the red team. Ogrins are pushed back. Went in a little bit early. There's a turret up here. Some sneaky stormtroopers are trying to take it out. Leman Russ goes down. Blue team hold on to their 2-1. That's the no, it's not the Sorcerer, it's the Lord Commissar going for a decap. Those tactical marines are back, but the shield goes up. It's gonna definitely get a decap here. Don't know if he can get a full cap though. And here comes FSS in response. Look how much resources they have. Need to be buying some things. It is madness. Baneblade on the way for PR0tegenic. FSS losing track of you know, buying units and stuff. They could literally get anything. Lord Commissar gets away. Oh, did they get a decap? Did they take it back already? They must have. 15 to 60. Bloodletters teleporting in. Pushing things back at least. Predator in response. Needs to focus that Apothecary. They're still not doing that enough. Subjugated Terminators now. Oh, weird. They were actually teleported like back to safety. Really wanted to get on that las cannon, I guess. Force one is level 10. Apothecary is level 10 as well. So is the Techmarine. Wow. 15 to 39. Blue team holding on. He must have it, surely. FSS is still not purchasing anything though. Could be a big old mistake. Oberyn's with marked target on them. Trying to smack up the Techmarine. Is pretty tanky though with that shield at level 10. It's the Stormtroopers going for the decap. The Inquisitor does have her Inferno pistol. Decap is in. 15 to 20. It's not going to last. Assault Marines jumping in. The Stormtroopers wiped out. Piluco has no units. Where's the Baneblade? There it is. Is it going through the mid? It might be. It's 1-to-1 cap. FSS needs to be really alive to that VP right now. Is that the Emperor's Wrath? It is. Almost wiped out those Tactical Marines. They have 17 hit points. They lived. The Lord Commissar did not. There's an orbital. I'm not sure what that was aiming for. There's a 2-to-1 again for the blue team. What was that? Oh, that was Vanguard Veterans jumping in. Very, very brave. There's so much stuff here. They're just trying to get a decap. 15 to 10. Piluco's not purchasing anything. Maybe they've given up. Inquisitor's trying to get revived. And there it is. With a double cap at the end. Thanks to those Vanguard Veterans, the blue team get the win. And it was all because of that push, which destroyed the Baneblade and those 2 Chaos Predators and pretty much everything Gaius Baltar had. That's the risk when you come in side on sometimes. You can get wrecked. Was everyone level 10? No. Inquisitor was only level 4 and Sorcerer was level 8. What a hell of a 3v3. Thank you for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it and I'll see you next time.